Hi, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 10 tips that I use whenever I am thinking about purchasing a new luxury item. For myself, I usually use these tips towards handbags because for jewelry, I'm pretty good with my style. I know what works for me, but these tips could be for handbags, luxury jewelry, luxury clothing, shoes, anything that's really expensive and that you're worried it may be a mistake. I have made a lot of mistakes, a lot. You've seen them on this channel. And then I've also had things that I absolutely loved, used and just fell out of love with, like my Speedy B25. Like, no regrets on buying that. I do have 5 bags that I flat out regret buying, and I will probably do a video on that. If you follow me on Instagram, I had mentioned yesterday I'm not really sure what I want to do with this YouTube channel or if I'm even going to continue it. So if you stick around to the end, I will share a little bit about what direction I'm going and what I'm thinking and all of that kind of stuff. But let's get into the top 10 or the 10 things that I have been doing. You're probably thinking, you are not doing those 10 things. I just saw your birthday video. Well, I really am doing these 10 things. There was one impulse purchase on my birthday video, and that was the Chanel boots. They're not the combat boots. I have no idea what they call them. If you watched that video, I had said they had sent me a size that we thought would work. I tried on a bigger size in the store. They sent me a half size smaller. It was too big, and they were sending me the size half size smaller than that, and that one was too tight. So it didn't work out at all. So even if that was an impulse buy, it went back. And so far this year, I have not bought a lot of bags. I have returned 2. You've not seen a lot of unboxings on my channel. That is part of the different direction. I know the birthday one was pretty crazy though. But let's get into these 10 items because we are spending a lot of money these days on anything luxury. Everything seems to have just gone up so crazy. We work so hard for these items. Selling is it's awful. You're gonna lose money. It's just not fun. I cannot say it enough. Luxury handbags and jewelry are not an investment. And there's a YouTuber who I really like, and she had many videos on how it was an investment. For her, yes, she has a ton of subscribers. I am a teeny tiny channel. For her, yes, maybe it is an investment. For you and I, it's not. You're gonna lose money, and it's just not fun. So the very first thing that I ask myself is, does it fill a need or serve a different purpose than the handbags or jewelry? Fill in the blank for whatever it is for you. For me, I'm going to talk about handbags because that's what I do this with. I don't buy designer clothes. I feel like I have to be like a perfect size 0, which I'm not, and I just don't buy designer clothes, and very rarely shoes. So for me, it's handbags. So does it fill a different purpose than things that are already in your possession? Like, do you have enough comfortable crossbody casual bags for, casual days? Do you have enough date night bags? Do you have enough, like me, black bags? I have plenty of black bags. I don't ever need to add another black bag. So I will look through what I currently have, and I will say, what is different about this? I did purchase last year. I got the Odeon in the PM size, and the reason I purchased that, I purchased it before my Evelyn, and it is a completely different size and a completely different bag, and the purpose it was to serve was it rains here a lot, and it has no vachetta, and the leather on it will be fine if I get caught in a little downpour. So it served a purpose. So I asked myself, what is it for? What will it do? Number 2, does it have any of your handbag deal breakers? So have you had a bag in the past that has a non-adjustable strap and you're too tall or you're too petite? Is that like, are you like trying it again in a different style, but it's still non-adjustable? It's not going to work on you. Do you have to have feet? Does it not have feet? Do you have to have a zip top on it? My new Fendi Sunshine shopping tote does not have a zip top. It has no security in that bag at all. I mean, is that one thing that you have to have? Do you have to have a zipper? So easy to get caught up in how pretty something is, but you need to think of if it's going to function and work out for you, which brings me to number 3. Does it fit your current lifestyle, or does it fit the lifestyle you want to have? And that's something I struggle with, and I have to really catch myself. I brought out my new Fendi Peekaboo with the Defender cover. This fits my lifestyle. It actually goes great with this dress. There's some yellow in it. But I am not a super dressy person. I am very, very casual. I don't go to a lot of black tie events. It's been, oh my goodness, it's been a few years. I haven't been to one in quite a while. We used to attend some, but it's been a long time. So I can look at these bags, for example, the Lady Dior. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. I love it. I let both of mine go. I have enough date night bags, and to me it's too casual, too dressy. I am too casual for what that bag looks like. And for me, it may be perfect for you with jeans and shorts, but for me it just didn't work out. So I really think about my lifestyle, and if your lifestyle, like you're always on the go, you may want something like a big tote, whereas I don't have a lot of totes, but it needs to be, for you. I mean, as cute as a lot of these big designer totes are that people take to the beach, I don't go to the beach that often. So, and when I do, I'm perfectly happy with my Old Navy or my Gap tote that are probably 20 plus years old. So it just that's just not my lifestyle. Number 4. Will you be afraid to use it? Is it in a delicate leather? Is it in a very pale color where you're worried about color transfer? Years ago, I purchased a Dior Promenade Pochette is what I think it's called. I've been trying to come up with this name all day. I don't even think I have pictures anymore, but I bought one in like an electric blue and one in a fuchsia pink, and I was just terrified of them because they were lambskin. Today I wouldn't be, because I know Dior lambskin is absolutely amazing. I sold those at a huge loss. I got half of what I paid for one of them, brand new condition. This bag, of course I have the cover on it, but this bag being white would have scared me to death a few years ago, thus why I have been the queen of black for so long. It doesn't scare me at all anymore. I have and I will insert a picture of it, I have a Dior diorama in a very pale pink that I've had for about 4 years, and 0 color transfer. You just have to be very cautious with what you wear. But if you are not going to be comfortable with it, and I wouldn't have been comfortable with white, and now I have 2 white bags, then you're not going to wear it, and it's going to end up being a waste of money. And also with that one, going back to needing a zipper, like, do you take public transit? Do you like the Sunshine shopping tote? I love it, but if I was going to be in public with that bag a lot, I don't think I would have bought it. I bought it for car travel, and mostly when I'm traveling in the car, I'm usually going to see family, so I wasn't worried about security issues with that. But do you need to have a zipper? You need to think of all those things. If you're afraid to use it, you're not going to use it. Number 5, is this an impulse buy? For me, they usually don't work out. The Odeon PM was a complete and total impulse buy. It had just come out. It wasn't out very long at all. I bought it within a few days of it being out. It has worked out because, like I said, it serves a purpose, and so I did go through some of these things with it, and it actually did work out. I'm very, very happy with that. But normally if I make an impulse buy, it doesn't work out for me. Then number 6, are you being influenced? Is this something that you really, really like? I feel like when you're on Instagram and YouTube and there's a lot of Facebook groups. I don't have Facebook, but there's a lot of these places where you can see all these pictures of bags, the purse forum, and things will get into your head that I never liked the Chanel Mini. I never ever liked it. It was too small. It's cute. It's a pretty bag. It's cute. It was never a bag for me, and I ended up buying one, and I ended up losing money selling it. I was heavily, heavily influenced to purchase that bag. I march to my own drummer now, and I tell you, it's so much better. If you need to not be on those social sites to keep you from being influenced, it's well worth it. I actually have a private account, and I follow kittens and puppies and real people in my life. So I don't do a whole lot of looking at luxury on social media. And then the next one, number 7, does it have longevity? Does it have staying power? Is it super trendy? I personally am not a super trendy girl. This is super trendy. I think this is definitely super, super trendy. My husband purchased the Defender cover for me. However, the bag, let me pull this out and show you, the bag is very classic. And I think even though the Defender cover is super trendy, I think it's so fun, and it wasn't the price of the bag. So to me, it was worth it. But like, this is just a simple classic silhouette. And this is super trendy. And they did make this bag like this, not in the Defender cover. I would have never purchased that, even though I think that this is so, so cool, because that's just me. But if you are somebody who does like super trendy things and you keep them around, there's nothing wrong with that at all. You just have to ask yourself, for you personally, are you okay with it being out of style pretty quickly? Because I would get tired of it, especially I've sold every super trendy thing I've ever had, so that just doesn't work for me. I need longevity with mine. Number 8, will spending this amount of money affect you and your spouse, your significant other, you yourself, your family, in any way negative? Will it impact you in any kind of a negative way? These things are really, really expensive. They are things that we don't need. And I've said this in so many videos. At the end of the day, these are just things, and they are things that none of us need. You know, you might need a handbag to, you know, go to the store with, and a nicer one for evenings. We don't need all this stuff. So if it's going to impact you in a negative way, if it's going to put you into any kind of debt whatsoever, it is not worth it. I have been buying luxury for probably 11 years or so. I have never once, not once, gone into debt for anything I have purchased. I have the cash for it before I make the purchase. It just doesn't make sense. I am a huge, huge, huge believer, and I tell my children this all the time. We've had many conversations about this. Have all your ducks in a row before you buy something silly. And let's be honest, silly. I mean, I love them, but I don't need them. Take care of your needs first in your life, and then start looking at that, or have a separate savings account, you know, towards it. But it's never ever worth it to go into debt or to have fights about money or any of that kind of stuff. And number 9, continuing on with that same point, will this bring you any kind of guilt? And if it is going to make you feel guilty, ask yourself why. Is it because you're spending what you shouldn't be spending? That money should be earmarked for something else? Is it because you simply have too much and you know you don't need it? Or is it because of number 10? Are you buying this because you're bored? Are you trying to buy some happiness? Do you need a little pick-me-up? I hear this all the time, especially about small leather goods. People will like, It's just a great way to get a little pick-me-up without the price of a handbag, and you get the beautiful packaging, and you get all this, fun colors and the things they come out with every season. And if you're buying because you're bored, shopping is a really short-term fix. Have I ever done that? Yes, absolutely. Yes, I have. And I will catch myself sometimes looking online at bags, usually bags, sometimes jewelry, and I will just shut the computer, walk away, and I'm like, stop, just stop. You're looking because you're having a bad day, you're bored today, whatever is going on today, something isn't, making you feel right, and you're thinking, oh, well, if I buy something, no, it just doesn't work out. And a lot of times those get sold as well, in my opinion, from what I have been through. So those are my 10 things that I look at. And like I said, I really did in my birthday video, the things that I purchased were things that had been on my list for a very, very long time. Okay, so this is my 4th time filming this. Hopefully I can get through it this time. There is a part that makes me cry, and it has nothing, it's not about YouTube, but I will try to say that quickly, so maybe I will get through it this time. So as far as my YouTube channel goes, first I want to say thank you for all of the wonderful, kind, and sweet comments on yesterday's Instagram post where I mentioned that I'm considering leaving YouTube. I was not fishing for compliments by any means. And I'm not fishing for them now, but it was so lovely to hear the kind comments. It was just really, really sweet. It means a lot to me. There are a lot of you who have been with me from my very, very first video, and I cannot tell you how much I appreciate that. It means a lot to me. I was planning on leaving YouTube last year, and I will get into that in a moment because that's the part that makes me cry. I got a contract, a long-term contract with a company that I was very excited to work with. And so I decided to stay and just to see where it would lead me. So my channel has been very slowly shifting. I'm not sure if you've noticed. The unboxings are way down. Yes, there was a crazy birthday haul. There was a birthday haul in 2020 and one in 2021. Other than that, I don't believe I have used the word haul in probably close to 2 years. This year, I did not share my Valentine's Day gift, my Mother's Day gift. I did on Instagram. There is a picture of one of my Valentine's Day gifts. I have not been sharing as much. I did 2 handbag unboxings this year other than my birthday. Unfortunately, they went back. I was very open about that. I don't ever unbox for content. I didn't start this channel to be about unboxings or bragging or showing off or any of that, just to share luxury. I really hope that I have not ever come off that way. It's hard to say which direction I want to go right now. As I said, I don't know if I'll end up doing the bags that I really regret buying video or not, because I kind of told you 3 of them and I only have 5, so I don't know if it would be very interesting anymore. I would like, going forward, if I do continue to still talk about luxury, but maybe add some other things in. I am losing weight right now. I might do some like what I eat in a day type of videos, things like that. I'm not 100% really sure on this. I have been doing, like I said, my channel has been shifting to mindful spending. I have several videos from last year of things that I won't buy anymore, things that are worth purchasing. I have one from this year, which was a little misunderstood. It was 5 things that I'm not purchasing anymore. And I don't think I communicated very well because I got a whole lot of people telling me to donate my perfume and my lipsticks, which was not the point. The point was I don't need any more. But I'm sure you probably think I am a crazy shopper. I'm really not. The last time I was shopping or was in a mall was on my birthday. And before that, I can't tell you when. I guess I did a little bit of boutique shopping to find some clothes to take on my trip. I don't shop very often. I'm a pretty mindful spender. I'm pretty close to purse piece. There's not a lot more that I want, and you know, but my year last year started with a family member that I love very, very much, who went into the ICU shortly before New Year's Eve, and it was a very long journey. I spent New Year's Eve in ICU, and this person didn't get released from the hospital for a very long time. And in February, I went out to help with caregiving, and in a matter of 4 days, this person was right back into the hospital. It was the worst year ever, so I was planning on giving up YouTube. My daughters and my husband talked me into doing it, which I'm glad that they did, because last year was such, my year started bad long before we knew what was coming, but it was such an isolating year, and it was wonderful to connect. But I really have stopped for the most part. I know the birthday one, but I've pretty much stopped doing hauls. I got absolutely slammed on that video by this lady who dislikes everything about me and wrote like a novel to me. Apparently I have cheap makeup. I was unaware. She doesn't like anything about me, but she did say I was sweet. Come meet me in person. You'll see if I'm sweet. But she was the most angry about my video disclaimer, and that's the reason I bring her up. I don't care what this person thinks whatsoever, but she said that I didn't do a video disclaimer, first of all, but she said by me saying in the beginning of the video, I say, at the end of the day, these are just things don't matter, people are what matters. And the person I was thinking about, it's the person I just told you about. And I mean that with my heart and soul. They're just things at the end of the day. And I don't share a lot about my family, my kids and my husband, my sister, brother-in-law, my niece. They all know that I do YouTube. But these family members don't know. And I don't know, I just don't feel comfortable putting their information out there, and I am so private. I've had so many positive things on this channel, but also so many negative. I've had people say horrific things about my children who have never done anything to anybody on this platform. Just awful. I just have learned to be so private, and I would love to post pictures of holidays and, when I'm with my kids, and the most you'll ever see me post is our hands together, because I won't give somebody the opportunity to come after them again. You can say anything you want to me. I can handle it. Like I said, she thinks I'm sweet. Come talk to me in person. I am sweet, but I can handle myself. But you don't go after my children. But that's not even a part of why I'm thinking of stepping away. It's just there's a whole lot of reasons, and I don't know what direction I want to go with this. I'm really not sure. But if I do decide to discontinue, I will be sure to come on and to thank you all for your support for these 4.5 years, and to say goodbye. But in the meantime, I have a few video ideas, and I'm just gonna see how I feel. I in general film several videos in one day and then slowly release them. So I have not filmed in a very long time, and every time I have thought about filming, gotten ready to film, set everything up, I'll just look at my husband and I'm like, I don't want to. And he's like, then don't, and I know I don't have to do this, it's been fun, and it needs to be fun going forward. So I just need to find my place, my way, and just see what the future is going to hold for this channel, but I thank you all so very much again for your support and for watching today. And I made it this time without crying. I'm not sure if I said everything that I was wanting to say or not, but I got through it. I hope to talk to you again very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.